level is they'll teach you the trolley problem. Are we familiar with the trolley problem here? For those who don't know, the trolley problem is a philosophical question. It's that trolley is barreling down its tracks towards 5 people all tied up. They're all going to get crushed. But you're actually standing next to a lever, and if you switch it, the train will divert on another track where only one person is tied up. So if you choose to do that, you're effectively saving a life. I want you guys to throw that question out the window. We're going to ask a different question, same premise. If you were the one person on the other track, what would you be saying to the lever person? Not to kill you, because that's the right answer. They're going to kill you. I would probably say, I'm pregnant with 5 people. I looked like I didn't know I was pregnant, like MTV's. I didn't know I was pregnant. Their names are Lake, River, and bisexual. They're all just non-gendered bodies of water, all my kids. I think that would probably be convincing, you know what I'm saying? No real segue here, moving right along. Anyone here from the Midwest? Cool. Too strong of a woo. Alright, so I'm from the Midwest, but I've been on the West Coast for 2 years now, and I feel like I've noticed a really big difference between the two, and might not be what you expect. It's that there is a Midwestern Bigfoot and a West Coast Bigfoot. They're not the same Bigfoot. For example, West Coast Bigfoot is often seen with like psychedelic imagery, nature scenes, magic and stuff. And Midwestern Bigfoot is like exclusively on like bright orange and camouflage decals. You know? And, I know you're thinking Midwestern Bigfoot, West Coast Bigfoot, where's the East Coast Bigfoot? They don't have one. They're too cynical over there, you know what I'm saying? That Corona? Cool. Put it in there. So anyway, what was I saying? No East Coast Bigfoot, too cynical on the East Coast. But naturally I'm thinking these two cryptids, that means magical creature, cryptid. These two cryptids, they're separate creatures, so naturally I'm thinking, who would win in a fight, you know, like West Coast, Midwest Bigfoot. I know for a fact that the West Coast Bigfoot probably like practiced some sort of like mind, body, spirit self-defense. Very meditative. But the Midwest Bigfoot probably just has like a sawed-off shotgun. He's got a 4-wheeler and he's just running down the West Coast Bigfoot and all of his hippie friends on the mountain that they're foraging mushrooms on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm actually going to talk about something really serious now. Anyone remember VeggieTales? Yeah, dude. For those who remember, they're remembering an educational Christian show that was just stories of the Bible, but they were computer animated vegetables. But that's where you're wrong, actually. Who were the lead characters of VeggieTales? Does anyone remember?
Bob and Larry.
Bob and Larry. Bob the tomato and Larry the cucumber. Both fruits. Tomatoes a fruit, cucumbers a fruit. And there's some sticklers in the room, I can hear them. That are saying, you know, actually in the 1800s, the Supreme Court deemed the tomato a vegetable from a culinary perspective. And to those people, I would say, the Supreme Court more recently deemed certain people the right to vote. So taking their opinion from back then, pretty wacky, but you do you. Anyway, I just wanted to say really quick before I leave that I relate to Bob and Larry. Like I said, watched VeggieTales as a kid because I was Catholic, raised Catholic, and I'm being a person raised Catholic that's also bisexual. I feel as though I relate to the sensation of Bob and Larry, feeling like you spent a large portion of your life in a vegetative state, believing some shit the Bible said, when you were really a fruit the whole time.
Yeah.